the doctrine of redemption in line with what is on the mind of God for us this year, which has to do with looking at redemption from the very beginning. Because we cannot deal with redemption from the cross. Redemption didn't start from the cross. No, it didn't start from the cross of Calvary. Redemption started from Genesis, all the way back in the garden. And that's why it's so important, like I'm saying, because you see, for many people, when they think about redemption, their mind quickly goes to the cross. Jesus redeemed me, my Redeemer. All they see is Jesus on the cross. But that's not where redemption begins. Redemption has its origin in the garden. Because the cross is the result of what happened in the garden. Remember, in the very beginning, God created man in his image and likeness. And when you read in Genesis chapter 3, the Bible shows us how man fell through the deceptive acts of Satan. And when man fell into sin, man was separated from God. Because when God created man, God breathed into man, and the Bible says man became a living being. The Spirit of God entered into him, and God was able to relate with man in very natural state. But when man fell, something happened. The nature that God brought into man was separated from man. And man became another being. Oh God. Oh yes. Man became another being. I'll show you from the scriptures. The man that lived before Genesis chapter 3 is a very different man from the man that resulted from the fall of man. And this is why I'm saying this year is not the year of assumptions. This year is not the year of just assuming. This year you have to pay attention to the scriptures. This year every one of us has to be a Berean Christian. Do you know who the Bereans are? Acts chapter 17. There was, in the book of Acts, those Christians that were from the city of Berea, how that they had their minds set on the scriptures. The Bible shows us that everything Paul was teaching them, they were taking note and going to search it for themselves in the scriptures. And that's how you should be this year. When you're coming to church, you are looking forward to receive the scriptures. The scriptures that you are going back home with. The scriptures that will linger on your mind and make a part of you. This is not the year of just walking away with a statement. You have to know the back of the statement. Are you hearing me?